Welcome to the Getting the Most Out of G Suite Workshop series. This is video 2, which highlights some of the key features of Google Drive. Today's video will be hosted by 3 of our Know-how Center tutors, Claudia, Kainani, and Casey. Let's get started.
Hi, my name is Claudia and I am a sophomore at West Oahu, double majoring in English and Marketing. You may be wondering what Google Drive is. It's a cloud-based storage system that allows you to organize and manage your files online without downloading any additional software to your computer. As a student, I've used Google Drive to create documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. Because the drive is cloud-based, I'm able to access all of my files from any location with internet service. This means I don't have to carry around a USB thumb drive anymore. Why should you use Google Drive? Drive is really helpful when tackling team projects, which come up often in college. Personally, I like the Drive because it makes it really easy to work with classmates, even when we can't be in the same room. After I create a G Suite document, I can share it with my teammates who will all be able to access it remotely. We're all able to view and edit the document at the same time. As my teammates add to or revise the document, their contributions are visible in real time. Now that I have given you an idea of what the software can do, let's talk about how to access the program. There are 2 different ways to go about getting to Google Drive. First, you can visit hawaii.edu/Google. Click on the Drive link and sign in with your hawaii.edu account. Alternatively, if you're already logged into your email account, you can click on the Google Apps menu located in the upper right-hand corner and select the Drive option. Up next, Know-how tutor Kainani is going to take you on a guided walkthrough of the software.
Thanks, Claudia. Aloha, everyone. My name is Kainani, and I am a junior at West Oahu, majoring in elementary education. I'm going to show you how to use some of the most important Google Drive features. Let's take a look at what the platform looks like after you log in. You can see that all of your folders and files are listed here in this main section. The default view is called List View, but we can also click on this icon in the upper right-hand corner to switch to Grid View. I prefer List View because it provides more details about the files, including the File Name tab and the Last Modified tab. These tabs can be used to further organize our files. When looking at the Name tab, this arrow normally faces upward. That means that all of the files are arranged alphabetically from A to Z. Clicking on the Name tab once shifts the arrow downward, reversing the files from Z to A. The Last Modified tab can be used in the same way to view files by date of last edit. There's also a search option. If we click on the box at the top of the screen that says Search in Drive, we can search for specific files by name. The Advanced Search option gives even more control, allowing us to search for file type, owner, date modified, or any of the other filters listed here. To create or upload new files or folders, click on the New button in the upper left-hand corner. A drop-down menu will appear. The first option allows you to create a new folder. This is pretty easy to do. All you have to do is name the folder and it will appear on your drive. The next options in the drop-down menu allow you to upload new files or folders. This is how you would upload a file that was created outside of G Suite, like a PDF file or a Microsoft Office document. You can also upload entire folders of work, though you'll need to use the Google Chrome browser to access that feature. Finally, towards the bottom of the drop-down menu, there are options to create new G Suite files like Google Docs, Sheets, or Slides. Some professors require that assignments be submitted in specific formats. When you create a file using the G Suite software, it's easy to download and convert the file to the appropriate format. Let's take a look at a paper that was written in Google Docs. If we click on the File tab, we can scroll down to the download option and we can save the file in 7 different formats, including Microsoft Word or PDF. Now let's talk about file and folder maintenance. Using folders is a good way to separate and organize your files. I like to create different folders for each class I'm taking. It's really easy to select one or more files and drag and drop them into a specific folder. Another way to move a file is to right-click on it and select the Move To option. This allows you to reassign the file to your desired location. If you ever need to rename a file or folder, all you have to do is right-click on it and select the Rename option. You can also color code your folders by right-clicking on the folder, selecting the Change Color option, and choosing your desired color. I hope these tips have helped. Up next, I'm going to pass things over to Casey. She's another Noia tutor who's going to explain how to share files and folders with others.
Thanks, Kainani. Hi everyone, my name is Casey and I'm a senior who is majoring in business administration. I'm going to talk to you about a useful feature that allows you to share files and folders. If a file or folder already exists, you can right-click on it and select the Share option. In the box that says Share with People in Groups, you can add the email addresses of the people you'd like to share with. If the person you're sharing with is also in the UH network, you should be able to search their email address by typing in their name. Once you've entered an email address, you'll also be able to select whether you want to send them an email notification. By default, the people you've shared with will only be able to view the document. If you want them to be able to edit the file, you can switch the settings from Viewer to Commenter or Editor. Editor is the setting that allows others to modify a file. If you're sharing a document with anyone outside of the UH network, you'll also have to click in this area to change the default settings to allow anyone with the link to access the document. If you don't follow this step, UH automatically blocks anyone outside of the university network. To view folders that others have shared with you, look on the left-hand side of the screen of your main Google Drive page. Click on the button that says Shared with Me. You can organize the list by name or share date, or you can use the search feature at the top, which includes the same advanced search filters that Kainani discussed earlier. If steady internet access is an issue, you can also download an extension that allows you to access Google Docs, Sheets, or Slides offline. You have to use the Google Chrome browser to utilize this feature. Do a Google search for Google Docs Offline Chrome extension. The first result that pops up should be an official Google support page titled Work on Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides Offline. Click on that page for detailed instructions about installing and using the extension. The instructions are a little too long for us to review in full within this video, but they're pretty easy to follow and shouldn't take you too long to install and set up. Now that you've learned how to utilize some of the basic Drive functions, let's close with some final considerations. What are the pros and cons of using Google Drive? For pros, Google Drive can help you to collaborate with others synchronously or asynchronously, back up and access your work remotely without downloading any special software, and improve your organizational skills. There's even an extension that allows you to access your work offline if reliable internet access is an issue. For cons, there is a bit of a learning curve when using G Suite products. It takes a little time to understand how to get the most out of the features, but we hope this video has demystified some of that process. There can also be some file conversion issues when saving G Suite files to Microsoft format. These issues don't happen often. When they do, it is usually related to fonts. If you stick with basic fonts, like Times New Roman or Arial, you should be fine.
That concludes the second video in our G Suite Workshop series. We hope you'll browse through the list to explore other videos in the series. Thanks for watching!